25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25
What's good, everybody? Thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. I am here today to review Married to Medicine, Season 11, Episode 1. And the name of the episode is called Guess Who's Coming to Whitnik, okay? For y'all, some of y'all that don't know, y'all, Married to Medicine used to be my favorite reality show on TV. But somehow along the way, I felt like with the addition of Contessa and her husband, I just felt like that we wasn't getting real storylines from them. And they kind of ruined the show for me, honestly and truthfully, and I had to stop watching. But, you know, I'm here. I kind of reviewed some of it last season, but then it started going too far. But I am committed in trying to see this season through. Almost, even though when Contessa came on my screen, I turned my TV off for a little bit and had to turn it back on. But we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get it started, and I'm committed to finishing this season through. Okay. So the episode starts off with Dr. Simone and Cecil. Okay. They are celebrating their 35th college reunion, and the theme of the reunion is going to be Freaknick. But now, since their name is what is their last name? Whitmore? I believe their name is Whitmore. They're going to put a play on words, and they're going to call it Whitnik. Okay. Um, for some of y'all that don't know, the Hulu did a documentary on the Freaknick, and there was some pictures that came out of Cecil down there at the Freaknick. Now, I don't remember pictures of Simone coming out on the documentary, but I do know that once Cecil knew that he was included in the documentary, that Simone did put pictures and stuff out of her out there at the time. Okay. They have some very interesting drinks that they're gonna have at the Freaknick. You know, I think this really goes to show what was going on back in the day, because some of the drinks that they have is called Sex in the Alley, which was going on down there at the Freaknick, with the shit, and Eat My Peach. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's funny, because nowadays when the younger generation or my generation get to doing everything, older people get to act like they just so appalled. It kind of remind me of like when they did the cucumber challenge and stuff or whatever, when the girls was acting like they was giving a fellatio with the cucumber. They just act like that was the worst thing they ever seen. But baby, at the Freaknick, they was doing that out in the open. Okay. But most of the group isn't from Atlanta and didn't get a chance to experience it. So Dr. Simone and Cecil are trying to give them a taste of what the Freaknick was like back in the day. Okay. Simone says that she invited everyone that she keeps in contact with. So we know that that is not Quad. Okay. Simone says that when they left New York, her and Quad was in a good place, and that Quad fell off communication after reading the comments on social media, and she bought in. Okay. She said that Quad went ghost and dark, and she left her in the dark. You know, as soon as she said that, I laughed to myself, because I was thinking to myself, there is no way she would have been able to get away with that comment over on Potomac. Okay. I do think that Dr. Simone was wrong for what she said to Quad. I do think that she was wrong. I just don't think that she's invested in a friendship with Quad, and I don't think that she really values Quad, in my opinion. I don't. Okay. So next we at Quad House. Okay, Heavenly comes over to Quad House, and Quad is saying that she haven't heard from any of the other ladies outside of Heavenly. Okay. Heavenly said that she saw what happened. She was wrong and she apologized. I think that that's BS. I think that Heavenly goes with whatever way the wind blows. You know what I'm saying? If she's cooler with Jackie them at the time, and the girls are ready to gang up on somebody, she'll be cool to gang up with them. I think that she's seen a reaction that happened in real time on the show. She's seen a reaction and she jumped ship. You know what I'm saying? So the girls go upstairs to Quad's bedroom. Quad has a really nice house, and her bedroom is really, really nice. You know what I'm saying? And I think the same thing with Quad, though, that I was saying about Heavenly. I think that she apologized and made amends with all of the women in New York, because she was trying to keep her job. She's seen that the comments was in support of her, and now she feels like the girls, you know, she think that the girls owe her an apology. And she feels that she's in favor with the fans. Okay. Heavenly apologizes to Quad again, though, and she says that she apologizes all the time, but she don't really mean it. But this time, she really do mean it. Okay. Um, yeah, I do think that you should be able to apologize when you're wrong, but it also depends on what's going on when you're trying to give the apology too. We'll get on that on that in a minute, okay? So next we got Sweet Tea and Greg. Sweet Tea and Greg, they say that they still working on trying to get pregnant. Um, I'm trying to understand because Greg is getting older. We don't seen Greg trying to beg Quad for a baby almost 10 years ago, at least 10, almost 12, 13 years ago. Um, so I'm trying to understand why adoption is not an option for Greg because Greg is older. Dr. G got gray hair on his chest. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Greg is really old. He ain't gonna really be able to do nothing with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Um, so they're going to Phaedra house. Phaedra Sons is giving Sweet Tea some swimming lessons or whatever because Sweet Tea don't know how to swim. And I think that's good for Phaedra that she got her kids, learning ways to do stuff and how to run a business and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people say a lot of stuff about Phaedra, but I do think that Phaedra is trying to raise some upstanding Black men. And I think that this is good. With them doing this, I'm pretty sure that they probably are teaching younger kids and stuff how to swim. I really like this for Phaedra that she got her sons involved in stuff like this. Okay. So Phaedra and Greg is having a conversation and they talking about Heavenly. Um, they're talking about Heavenly and Letitia beefing, and what was being said during the beef. Okay, Heavenly said, I just remember that Heavenly said something. They kind of put it on the screen. That Heavenly said that her dead mama would have more of a chance conceiving a child than Sweet Tea. Okay, Greg said that struck a nerve with Sweet Tea. What struck a nerve with Heavenly was when Sweet Tea said that when Sweet Tea went live and she said that Heavenly told her that she believed that her man was cheating when Mariah told her that he was cheating, she actually believed it. Okay. Greg and Letitia don't feel like that they was out of line for it. They felt like that they was giving Heavenly a taste of her own medicine. And I believe it. I don't think that they was out of line either. I do believe that Heavenly told Sweet Tea that. I do believe that she told her that. That because if you watch the scene where where Mariah had told Heavenly that, she was like, "What is he talking about? What's going on?" She was getting ready to try to play that stupid role, like she didn't know what was going on. But she definitely believed that her husband was cheating on her. She definitely believed it. Okay. Greg said that the reunion was a lot. That Damon came at him in New York. He was trying to punk him. I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that Damon was trying to punk Dr. G because Dr. G actually didn't say anything about Damon. Sweet Tea did. And yes, you check your husband, but don't make it seem like the words came out of my mouth. And you really got the nerve, as much as Heavenly talk about other people in their relationships. You know what I'm saying? You really got nerve. Don't come over here trying to take me. Check your bitch. You know what I'm saying? Check your bitch, okay? Um, Greg said that Heavenly also said at the reunion that she felt like that Sweet Tea was manipulating Greg and she knew that she had fertility issues. To me, that's just nothing that I would say. You know what I'm saying? To me, I feel like that's going real low and into the gutter because you actually don't know that Heavenly. You actually don't know. And some women, some women really ain't really thinking about having children until they almost, are really into their career or they really find the right person they really want to have children with. A lot of people don't think that they want to be a baby mama. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women don't know if they got fertility issues until they get ready to start trying to have kids. So I think that was very low of Heavenly. Dr. G say Heavenly has been toxic. She called him a pedophile online. And when I seen that Heavenly said that,
See, that's a dirty ass bitch right there.
I think that Heavenly did that because Sweet Tea was the lowest person on the totem pole, and I don't think to me when Heavenly was doing that to me it's not to be respected. When you make those type of accusations towards somebody, they stick, and I think that she only did that because Sweet Tea was the lowest person on in the rank on the show, and I also believe that she did that because Dr. G kind of is like a square. Let's be real. He kind of like a square. He really ain't gonna do nothing. He really ain't gonna fight back or whatever. I think that she probably would have did it to Eugene too. But I think that if it was Cecil, yeah, she probably would have did it to Cecil too. I don't think they would have been able to say no rumors like that or make those type of accusations about Curtis though. I don't think that Curtis would have been played with him. They probably would have been able to do it to everybody else because she has came at other people on the show or whatever. But I believe an accusation like a pedo, I believe that it would have been some problems. It would have been some issues. Okay. Dr. G said that Heavenly even talked about his practice. Phaedra says that Heavenly prides herself on being a mean girl and a bully, and she's never held accountable. And when they try to hold her accountable, she end up throwing a temper tantrum. Okay. But at this point, for me, I don't understand what we want from Heavenly because it's just certain things that you do and say that an apology won't be able to bring you back from. You know what I'm saying? You going online, you accusing me of trying to con this man into a relationship, saying that I already knew that I had fertility issues, and then on top of that, you saying that this man is a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? To me, we through. We through. You can keep the apology. It's just it's just a point of no return for me. Okay. Next, everybody meet up at Cecil. Not everybody. We're at Cecil and Simone comes to Heavenly and Damon's house. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling a nigga daddy. Okay. Um, Simone said that her and Heavenly is finally cool. And Cecil started it off. He asked Damon, has Heavenly said anything to you about Sweet Tea? Okay. Heavenly said that she was angry when she made the comment about conceiving to Sweet Tea. But she said that she was upset with Sweet Tea because of what CT said about her as a professional. Okay. Now all Sweet Tea said was that Dennis the Menace is out here putting out she rewriting history. You made comments about Sweet Tea. Y'all was getting into it online, and she said something. You was going at her. She said something about you, you was talking about her mama, and she said something about your dead mama. And then you said something about her being able to have a baby, your mama be able to have a baby before she could. And all she said was Dennis the Menace is out here putting up false information about endometriosis. That is not what you study. You didn't study that. You are Dennis. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing talking about fertility issues? Okay. And then she did start speaking about Dr. Heavenly University, because you were going around doing interviews and stuff saying that Sweet Tea was kind of, from what I remember, Heavenly was going around saying that Sweet Tea was kind of raggy or whatever. And she was saying that they going to get her right. And, we're going to get her in Dr. Heavenly University and we're going to get her together. You know what I'm saying? You was trying to promote Dr. Heavenly University off of her. You know what I'm saying? And no. Okay. Damon is saying that he's trying to mend everything. Heavenly is saying that she goes too far, but she will apologize. But Heavenly is saying to Simone that, in my opinion, you owe her an apology. You owe Quad an apology. Quad deserves an apology from you. Okay. And Simone said that she was wrong and she do owe her an apology. Okay. Now, I do agree with Simone in this. She said in the moment she felt that she needed to give an exact description of what happened to prove her point, to prove that she has been there for Quad. You know what I'm saying? I do think that what Simone was doing in the moment, but I will say this, Simone, the way that she delivered it, it had a little nastiness to it. It had a little bite to it. You know what I'm saying? We got to admit that. I believe that she was trying to get her point across, but it did have a little nastiness in it. It was the way that she delivered it. It was just nasty. But I do believe that you were trying to get your point across. Okay. Simone feels like that when she said it 15 minutes later, her and Quad was in her dressing room hugging it out. You know what I'm saying? So why is it an issue now? I felt like that Quad was trying to keep her job at the reunion. I felt like that she had been iced out, and she came to the reunion to go on an apology tour. And she wanted to go there and make good with the girls so she can be able to film with them. Okay. Now Cecil is doing a lot of cheerleading for Quad. Okay. Cecil done went and invited Quad over to the Whitnik. And I think this is all production. But I do kind of think that he was overstepping. I don't know. It could have been production. He said he hope he ain't overstepping, and he probably gonna have to sleep on the couch that night. Okay. Heavenly is telling Simone, you know what I'm saying? We are mature, golden girls, and we need to own our shit. And Heavenly, that means you too. Because I feel like the Heavenly is saying that nobody is telling Heavenly that she needs to apologize to Sweet Tea and Dr. G about what they did. Maybe because Dr. G is the ex of somebody in the group, the ex-husband, and Sweet Tea is the lowest man on the totem pole. But I feel like that they're holding Simone to a different standard than they're holding Heavenly. And what Heavenly did was way worse than what Simone did, in my opinion. To me, that it was way worse. Okay. So now we at the day of the party. Okay. And the people start showing up. Okay. Toya said that when they gave everybody like little nicknames or whatever from like the late 80s and early 90s, like little hip hop names. And they also had them tell, and this is what I really love about Married to Medicine. I like that they do flashbacks about, where a person was in their life at a certain time and what they were doing. Okay. So Toya said that she was in Detroit when Freaknick was going on, and she said that she was a little bit too young to even attend. She said that she was in high school, and Eugene said that he think that he was in middle school when Freaknick started. Okay. Phaedra said that she couldn't attend because she was a good Christian gal. You know what I'm saying? But we all know that wasn't true because they said that Phaedra was known as the head doctor down there and had Athens at Athens High School, or one of the high schools in Athens, because I remember she said there's only 2 high schools in Athens. At one of the high schools, Phaedra was known as the head doctor, so we know she wasn't a good Christian gal. Okay. Heavenly said that she was in Florida, but she came to Atlanta for Freaknick a lot with her friends. Damon said that he heard about Freaknick and he wanted to go, but every time he tried to go, something had came up. He had a test or something. Okay, Jackie said that she was in Macon doing her residency, and her friends used to always go to Freaknick, and they were telling her about it, and they would be doing all kind of stuff and worried about getting penicillin shots after. Okay, I believe that Jackie is lying, girl. Jackie, you don't went to if your homegirls went and y'all was in Georgia. I believe that you don't went to Freaknick with your girls and you ain't telling the story. But I understand. I understand. Okay, so Heavenly arrives. Heavenly name is Heavenlicious, Dr. Heavenlylicious. Okay. Damon is just plain old Damon. Curtis, they got Curtis' name is a tribe called Curtis. Dr. Jackie name is the Dr. Jackie. Okay. We got Cecil. Cecil's name is Run DM Cecil, and Simone name is Della Simone. I really like those names. Okay. Heavenly had on this Halle Berry wig from Babs. Okay. She had on this Halle Berry. It looked like the scene that Halle Berry, the wig that Halle Berry had on in Babs when she was outside getting ready to do the audition. That's what it looked like she had on. Cecil made a comment about Heavenly from Florida, ain't she? You know what I'm saying? Because they probably was doing that and wearing hairstyles like that in Florida. They wasn't doing that in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Now, I done seen some off the chain hairdos when I was growing up or whatever, but I had never seen the outfit. I had never seen nobody wearing the hair like this, unless it was on Ricky Lake or something like that. Toya name is Tony Toya. I like that name. Phaedra name is Salt and Phaedra, and Eugene name is LL Cool Gene. I thought Phaedra looked amazing. Phaedra looked so good to me. She really looked good. Okay. Dr. G name is Dr. G's up, hoes down. Letitia Sweet Tea, her name is Queen Letitia. And Contessa and Scott is there. Okay. They didn't give Contessa and Scott no name. I'm so good. I had to turn off my TV when they came in. They was driving, and I don't think that I think that with the show now, we kind of know how it goes on. I think that Simone and Cecil threw this party, but I don't think that Simone and Cecil had any idea that Contessa and her husband were showing up. I don't think that they knew, because it's clear that the other girls on the show didn't know that they were showing up. Okay. When Contessa showed up, Heavenly hugged her, and she said that, Heavenly hugged me like we was long lost cousins, more like long lost enemies. Okay. Dr. G got out of the car or whatever, and he spoke to Damon, and Damon is saying, "Oh, you saying what's up? I didn't know you were speaking to me." You know what I'm saying? I only see Damon popping off on people and talking slick to people like Aiden and Dr. G. You know what I'm saying? And so Dr. G is saying, we got to talk. And Damon is like, I'm not mad about nothing. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And Dr. G, he a little pussy. He in the confession was like, he's still upset, and you should be upset because the accusations that Heavenly made about you could have ruined you. Heavenly was wrong for that. She was wrong for that. Okay. What happened next? Simone and Cecil. Simone and Cecil are giving a speech on stage. They get on stage and they was giving a speech, and while they was giving their speech in Miss Quad fashion, okay, she pulls up. Simone is saying it looks like we got an unexpected guest, and Quad is pulling up. Now, to me, for me, y'all might disagree. I'm a little toxic, but to me, the way that Quad pulled up is like, yeah, she about to apologize to me. She getting ready to apologize to me. I know I'm about to come to this party and get my apology. You know what I'm saying? That was the energy that Quad was giving the way that she pulled up. That's how I feel. Okay. Now, Heavenly is pushing Simone to apologize. And Simone is saying, I don't know why Heavenly and Jackie apologized so quickly. You know what I'm saying? And she says in her confessional, she said that she thinks they apologized because they didn't like the social media backlash. You know what I'm saying? And this is, again, how I feel when this is what I feel like Camille meant. And I know she was talking about Beverly Hills, but we've seen it now across all platforms. A lot of these people that are on reality TV, they can't take the backlash on social media. So they're pretending and they're going any way the fans go. Okay. Simone said that she don't think that Heavenly and Jackie like the social media backlash. Okay. And she said that she could stand in the fire. And she said that she authentic and she don't really give a fuck what anybody say. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that about Simone. So Quad comes up and she sees Simone and she hugs Simone. Again, I don't like the way that the ladies are trying to push them to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? And for me, at this moment, Quad ain't getting no apology from me. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to be ready to give an apology. And if I feel like I'm trying to get this apology to you and you got this look on your face, this honorary look on your face, like, yeah, you need to go ahead and apologize to me, bow down, kiss the ring type of shit, you ain't getting no apology from me. You know what I'm saying? You will never get a fucking apology from me with no smile and grin on your face, like, oh yeah, you need to be bound. You know what I'm saying? You'll never get that apology from me. I don't give a damn how wrong I am. I don't give a damn.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
No apology from me. No apology from me. Okay. Dr. Scott get up there and perform. Maybe I missed something. Did Dr. Scott come out with a record or something like that? The singing was horrible. But they was trying to make it seem like that. Maybe it was a joke or something that I missed out on. Did he ever put out a single or something when he was on Married to Medicine? I don't know. Okay. So now we got Sweet Tea talking to Contessa. Okay. And Contessa is asking Sweet Tea, have you talked to anybody? Have you spoke to everybody? And she said, I spoke to everybody except for Heavenly. And she felt like the Heavenly needs to approach her. Okay. So then Sweet Tea, she goes up to Damon. And it was almost in the tone of like, please don't beat up my husband type. Okay. Sweet Tea said that your wife made some nasty, disparaging comments to me. And she said, I never said that you cheated directly. I don't think that you're a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? What I was trying to say is that Heavenly ran her mouth so much that she repeated something to me. She said something to me and I just repeated it. Okay. And Damon said, I don't want to hold that against you. And so at this time, Dr. G pop up. Okay. Dr. G pop up and like, oh, everybody's talking. Okay. And Damon is saying, what bothers me is that G knows me. Okay, he knows me. He knows my spirit. And your wife doesn't know me, so you could speak on my character. And when it was time for you to speak on my character, you hesitated. Okay, and now Dr. G is in a confessional, and he's saying, I wanted him to say that I was a good guy.
The line is always moving.
That's not what you said. What you asked him was, do you think I cheated on my wife? And he said, I don't know. And that's the truth. We don't know if you cheated on your wife or not. And you're not acting like a good guy because your wife has caused all kind of chaos on this show. And you see that your wife has been bullying this girl. And now they're getting into it. And instead of you checking your wife, telling her to lay off of people, because she's causing confusion. Instead of you telling her that she needs to lay off and stop with the antics, you want to go and get upset at somebody else. You trying to make Sweet Tea answer. Sweet Tea and your wife getting into it. Sweet Tea say something, and now you mad at Sweet Tea and you want to come at her husband instead of going at this person that's in your home. Dr. G way better than me. Okay? Dr. G said you charged me about something. You charged me up about something that my wife said that was unusual. That's unusual. And Damon said, well, should I have approached Sweet Tea? No, you should have approached your wife because she's the one who started it. If she said that your wife came to me, what all Sweet Tea said was, your wife, Heavenly, you don't talk so much stuff about people. You told me that you believe that your husband was cheating. And if you didn't like that, you should have went and asked Heavenly, did she say that? And you know that Heavenly said it. You know that Heavenly said it. I believe that you was cheating. Now come up and ask me, do I think that you cheating? I want you to run up on me. Run up on me. Okay? So Heavenly come up with her antics are old, laden through. Okay, she come up and she talking about, yeah, I don't need you talking to no woman without me being there. You don't need to be talking to no woman about me without me being there. Delayed way of thinking. Okay. Dr. G said that there was some harsh things said about me coming from your wife. And so Heavenly, so there was some harsh things said from your wife and you act like you don't see it. Okay. And so Damon is saying, if you got any problems with Heavenly or what she's saying, come to me. And Sweet Tea is saying, well, they must have added it because now Sweet Tea is saying Dr. G never said anything bad about Damon. And Heavenly said that he said that he was a cheater.
Bitch, you're lying.
And Sweet Tea said he never said that. And Heavenly said, you said it. And she said, I never said that. And in pure Heavenly fashion, she started loud talking. Okay, she started loud talking. Get this bitch out of my face. Heavenly getting caught up, so she get to talking loud. She get the cussing, name calling, and it's really hard to watch because at this point, Heavenly is just putting on the show for the cameras. We know she ain't gonna do nothing. All she want to do is bully Sweet Tea and Greg, and she knows she's wrong. And nobody wants to watch a show when people aren't going to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? If we can't admit to our wrongdoing, Heavenly started all of this stuff. And now y'all trying to punk Dr. G and Sweet Tea? So Heavenly saying, I don't like the way you talking to me. And she telling the boy, watch your wife. She telling Dr. G, watch your wife. And Heavenly is like, you know what I'm saying? Telling Sweet Tea, bring your mama. I'll have a talk with your mama. Dr. G ain't holding back Heavenly. He ain't telling Heavenly nothing. So now we go on at people's mamas and Heavenly mama is deceased. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll take it that, but a lot of people won't. Okay, Sweet Tea said that you started it on your IG, and if you say one more disrespectful thing about me, I'm gonna send you a cease and desist, sis. And so Heavenly yells again, get this bitch off of me. And they started holding Sweet Tea back, and she was like, turn me loose, that bitch is lying. And she said, I ought to put my foot up her ass. Okay. So then they got Simone at the end. Simone is saying this is a behavior that got Freaknick canceled. No, I don't think that's the behavior that got Freaknick canceled. I think that what got Freaknick canceled and what we learned in the documentary is that people were showing up that wasn't even in college. They thought that it was a free-for-all at the Freaknick or whatever, and a lot of people was being harassed. That's what got Freaknick canceled, okay? But y'all, that's all I got for this episode. Thank y'all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate the love and support, and I will see y'all later. Adios.